In this video, we're going to be studying the concept of a ternary operator in Java. So a ternary operator in Java has I think, let me outline two rules that you need to follow to use a ternary operator in Java, unlike in C++. So a ternary operator in Java is that one, it must retain, it must retain a value, retain a value. That's what you need to do in Java 1. Ternary operator in Java must retain a value. 2 must have a variable. So a variable to save the value. Okay. The third rule you should know about ternary operator in Java is that the true and false. True and false will have the same value, will have the same data type. True and false will have the same data type. Okay, so for instance, if we said integer a, integer a is equal to, let's say, 20. Okay, maybe let's start with the ternary operator itself. So we're going to have the condition brackets like this, and then we're going to have the true conditional brackets, or the brackets where you write your code. Then you're going to have your what? You're going to have your false block. So condition, true block, and false block. So let's use, let's say, an integer int a. Int a is equal to int a will be equal to 20 in this case. So a ternary operator is already showing us an error because we need to stress a type. So what you're going to receive from the other end will be a type of what? It will be a string. Okay, so I'll say I call it result, and then I'll do this. Okay, now I'm going to check if a is equal to what? If a is equal to 20, and if a is equal to 20, and that's the case, we're going to say yes is equal. And that if that's not the case, we're going to return and say no is not equal, like this. Okay, so that's how a ternary operator is going to function in what? In Java. So you must have the true and the false must retain a value. So you can't print from here or print from there, because that's not retaining a value. You must retain a value, and the value that you're returning must be consistent with the data type that is going to be keeping that value. Okay, so if you want, you can remove these curly brackets, these round brackets. You don't need them for now. These round brackets, they're needed sometimes if you have multiple lines, but sometimes they're not needed like this. It's still okay. So now to do that, to see our result, we're going to print to the console the result of a ternary operator. Print system.out.println. Okay, like this. So then you're going to print out R. Okay, like this. So if we print out R, we're going to compile it. Then we have yes is what? Yes is equal. But if we say A is not actually equal to 20, and we compile, that is going to be what? No is not equal. Okay, so if you want, you can check for multiple conditions. You can say string programming language is actually equal to Java. Okay, so you can check for two conditions and say A is equal to 20 and the programming language is equal to Java. So okay, like that. Then we're going to have what? We're going to have no is not equal. It's not equal because this is not true, but this is true. So if you're using an AND operator, it will evaluate to false. Unless if you had put an OR operator here, you're going to have what? We can have a true result. So if you run that one, now have what? Yes is equal. So this is how a ternary operator, and these are the few rules you need to master about the ternary operator in Java.